You might have asked yourself, why is my video not showing up in YouTube search? You've published your video, put your keywords where you thought they should go, but your video isn't showing up. No ranking, no traffic, just silence. So what's going on there? In this episode, we're going to discuss what's missing in keeping your video from ranking and what steps you can take to have all of your videos ranking at the top of YouTube search. Let's dive right in. We're going to approach this topic from a few different angles. Why isn't my video showing up when I search the keyword I used? So the way that most people define keywords is probably the problem. Years ago for website SEO, and we're talking like 20 years ago, a keyword was one word, 2 words, or 3 words. Well, if you just make a video and you put in your keyword like that into your title or into the description or in the content of your video, that's not enough to get it ranking at the top of YouTube. If you go way more specific, let's say a 10-word phrase. Now that sounds crazy, but just bear with me for a minute. If you do some keyword research and you find questions that are 10 words long, and you make that the title of your video, and in your video you actually answer that question, guess what will happen? That video will rank at the top of YouTube. And how long will it take? It'll probably only take a day or so. Look at a quick example here. I typed in disciplined teenager, so yes, that's only 2 words, and we find my client Nicolene Peck ranking at the top. She is ranking at the top for a 2-word search because we've done dozens of videos, but pay attention to this. This video was posted 3 years ago and it's 10 words. How to discipline a teenager who doesn't care about consequences? That's actually a question that has a consistent trickle, but a consistent trickle of search volume every single month. To get this video ranking at the top, we used to have to type in that 10-word phrase, but that's where you start. How long does it take for a video to appear in YouTube search? If you're really specific like that, it can happen in just a matter of days. In fact, it's very common for it to happen that same day. Now, if you look at your space, your entire niche, how long does it take for you to dominate that space? Well, if you follow the leaf strategy that I teach on this channel, I show you how you can dominate your entire category in just a few months. What can I do if my video isn't ranking for anything? Well, that's a very good question. A lot of people say, man, I've got all this valuable content. How can I have it show up in search? How can I optimize my content? Well, let me give you a scenario and let's see if you have keyed into this, okay? Let's say you're a productivity expert and you made an amazing video helping people improve their productivity. I mean, maybe you even had a high budget and you hired Steven Spielberg and you hired Harrison Ford to help you make this amazing video. But then you hear me talk and you realize, oh, I need to be more specific with my keyword research. It can't just be improve productivity. So then you find a question, how to improve productivity in a dental office. Do you think that you could put that title on your amazing productivity video? Would that work? No, you could put that title on it, but it doesn't match the content. And so the dental team that's searching for it would find your video and they would be disappointed. So eventually YouTube would bury that because it doesn't meet people's expectations. It's not what they're searching for. So what you've got to do is do the keyword research first. Find the specific question, and there are thousands of long specific questions like this. Find the questions that your target audience is asking, and that dictates the content that you create. So if your content isn't currently ranking for anything, you must not have created content that had a built-in audience. You didn't have a clear search strategy in mind when you made that video. There is nothing that you can do to optimize content after it's made. That's how website SEO worked in the past. That does not work today for websites or for videos. Am I using the wrong keywords or just not enough of them? Okay, hopefully you already understand the answer to that question now. Each video should have one main keyword, but that main keyword is actually a string of 10 words, right? It's a big, long question. You don't want to have multiple questions. You want to have one question that your video is focused on, and obviously make sure that that question has consistent search volume every month. Now, when you're using a tool like TubeBuddy or vidIQ and they have the keyword field where you can select all these different keywords, I want you to know that that does nothing. It can actually hurt your video if you pick keywords that your video is not actually about, but it will not help your video rank for anything. That tool, unfortunately, doesn't do anything. Could my video be invisible because it's not getting views or clicks? Yes, that's possible, or it might just be you need to give it a little bit more time, because oftentimes when you do this research and you find a long question like that, it might only have 10 searches per month. And so if you post a video and on day one it gets 0 views, and by day 3 you've had 2 views, by day 10 you've had 6 views. That doesn't look like it's working. If you're going for viral suggested traffic, you want as many views as possible on day 1. If you're going for search traffic, you're going for a valuable just trickle of traffic. You can check to see if your video is ranking at the top of search. You can type in that 10-word question and see who's ranking at the top of YouTube search. You can go into YouTube Analytics, go into the advanced mode, and go to the traffic source report. It will tell you how many views you're getting from suggested, how many from browse, and how many you're getting from YouTube search. Now, what if last month you had 130 views from search, and then this month you have 160 views from search? You know that you're making progress and you're getting more and more views from search traffic. Why do you focus on search over suggested? Well, search is more valuable for lead generation, while suggested is more valuable for higher views if you want ad revenue. How do I know if YouTube has indexed my video yet? YouTube has an automatic transcription feature. So when you upload a video, it might only take 10 or 20 minutes from upload, not even publish, but just uploading it. Even if your video is still private, it'll automatically transcribe your video and have a word-for-word dictation of everything that you say in the video. That's the process of indexing your video. So by the time you launch it, it's already indexed. YouTube knows what your video is about. You've put the title in there. That's obviously a key. And so again, to test that, just go type in the title of your video in the search bar. Now, you might be wondering, well, I'm signed in on my account, so isn't YouTube going to show me my videos? And yeah, you're right. But here's something that I'll share. I produce over 60 different YouTube channels right now, and I can switch to another account, log into a completely different YouTube channel, and I can do the search, and the search results don't change that much. I can be logged in as a person who's a real estate investor, or as a parenting expert, or somebody who's in politics, and none of them see the same videos recommended to them by suggested or browse. There's drastic differences between all these channels, but when I type something into the search bar, it's uniform from one channel to the next. There's only slight variations. Can changing my keywords help my video appear in search? That worked about 15 years ago on YouTube, but it quickly stopped working, and today it doesn't work. If you do keyword research first before you film, then you're not really ever going to be in that scenario where you want to change your keywords. Is it better to make a new video than try to fix one that's not ranking? What do you think my answer is going to be to that question? The answer is yes. If you do keyword research and you find the question, then you'll need to make a new video, just like that example of productivity and productivity for a dental office. What can I do to make sure future videos actually show up in search? This strategy does work. If you follow what I've shared in this video, it will work. And in fact, you can dominate your entire space in just a few months. I'd like to take you more in depth and teach you the 5 ingredients of my leaf strategy. This is the video I teach you the tactics of how to find these questions and how to accurately predict when and how your videos are going to rank at the top of YouTube search. So I'll link to that video right here. It's called The Leaf Strategy, ranking #1 on YouTube. Definitely go watch that video next.